Do you want to get paid while you learn new skills? Or are you an employer looking for an apprentice or trainee? Kimberley Group Training can set you or your business up for life.
We've got a couple of ladies in the studio all the way from Kimberley Group Training. We say a very good morning to Tarryn Alders, the KEFL coordinator, and also to Natasha Cross, the field officer at Kimberley Group Training. Ladies, how are you?
Very well, thanks, Scotty. How are you?
Yeah, very well. Great to have you in the studio. Like a little bit of AC/DC on a morning?
Yeah, not on Tuesday morning to wake everyone up. Yeah, definitely.
Exactly. Well, ladies, always a pleasure to have the ladies from Kimberley Group Training in the studio. And today we're talking about something that a lot of you would know about, and a great initiative from Kimberley Group Training. Been operating 10 years now. We're talking about the KEFL program. That's Kimberley Education for Life. And Tarryn, you're the KEFL coordinator. Explain to those who don't know, what is KEFL?
Well, KEFL is a brilliant program at Kununurra District High School and involves 16 of my students participating in a school-based traineeship, which means that they work Monday and Tuesday every week in their specific areas. They do 2 days of school, 1 day of TAFE, and from that they get many qualifications and end up graduating after Year 12 with a WACE graduation certificate.
Fantastic. Now, we were talking before, it's been going for 10 years in Kununurra around the Kimberley.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, so Chris Thomas, who's the owner of Yeehaw Trail Rides.
Oh, yeah, Yeehaw Thomas, yeah.
He created the program 10 years ago and came up with the concept and delivered it to the education department. And from this, it has developed into this fantastic program that's given hundreds of students the best opportunities up here in Kununurra and around the Kimberley area.
Now, has the education department picked that up and implemented it anywhere else, or is it really a Kimberley, diamond, so to speak?
It is a Kimberley diamond. We've had some phone calls this year from other schools and that are definitely interested in a model similar to KEFL and wanting to know how it would work for their area. But it definitely is a Kimberley and a Kununurra initiative, which gives the kids hands-on experience and opportunity to work in the agriculture industry as well, which is paramount up here.
Now, Natasha, had much involvement with KEFL over the years?
Yes, I was with Chris Thomas with KGT and Chris when it first started, so I was, part of the pilot program. And
you must feel very proud about that.
Yeah, it is a good program to see, like Tarryn said, how many kids in this community have, graduated from the program and gone on to bigger and better things.
Well, they'd be gainfully employed, they'd be married, starting to have children, all sorts of things now.
Yeah, definitely. Brilliant. Yep.
Must be very, very proud. Now, what sort of qualifications do the students get from being involved in KEFL?
Where do you start? It's pretty much a jam-packed program. The kids get that much experience and it is all hands-on, Scotty. So we start off with them getting Certificate 2 in their chosen area, and that can be either engineering, automotive, community service, business. We've got a student at Department of Parks and Wildlife, Conservation and Land Management, and then of course on top of that qualification they also gain a Certificate 2 in agriculture, which is what we lead to when we go out to Gibb River Station and working on that station in particular. And from all of this, they do English, Maths and Outdoor Ed at school, and all their points that they accumulate obviously work towards them graduating Year 12 and getting that Western Australian graduation certificate, which is fantastic.
Yeah, fantastic. Now, you did mention something I wanted to ask about. You get out to Gibb River Station annually or a couple of times or what?
We have done, we're about to do our third trip out there in a couple of weeks' time. So there's been a 1 week trip in term 1, a 2 week trip last term, and then another 2 week trip this term. So it's been exceptional and we're very lucky to be able to experience something so...
The kids must love it.
Yeah,
they do.
Yeah.
What's some of the things that you do when you're out at the Gibb River Station?
On our first trip, we kind of went out there to have a look at what was happening, and it was quite a run-down station, and So we had to put a few little things in place for us to experience the whole program. So we did a lot of fencing the first week, and we actually built a holding pen and some yards so we could do a muster later on in the year. Our second trip out there, which is the one that we've just been on last term, we did over 45 k's of fencing. We fixed,
That's amazing.
Yeah, we fixed 2 paddocks, we did a muster, and we put 380 cattle through the yards in 2 days. And that was branding, castrating, dehorning, tagging, and getting some of the bulls off the station so they could sell them to the meatworks as well, which was exceptional.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Sounds like the students would be having a fantastic time and real life experiences as well going along with those all those jobs that you do out there.
Yeah, definitely. And we work closely with the community out there, and the Indigenous community have said how much they benefit from our kids going out there, because we basically, in a way, brought the community back to life, and they're so involved now with the process of running the station.
Now, Natasha, must be so many success stories involved in Keffel.
Yeah, definitely. Just naming a couple off the top of my head, we've had 6th graduates last year, so we're looking at Ivan Wilson, Jack Lee, Carl O'Shea, Brenda Fletcher. They all were part of the Keffel program and all now in employment around businesses in town. So, Carpenter Joinery, Jack's now gone out to Argyle. Brenda's at KGT and Carl's at Kununurra Toyota. And another one that I just, thought of was Joshua Riley. He was part of the program, and now he's a fully qualified plumber with Diamond Tech Plumbing. So
fantastic.
Yeah, so it's great to see, the students getting the benefit out of it, and staying in the community to further their skills.
And a lot of the younger kids are also seeing success stories and are starting to make a few sounds that they'd like to be involved in Keffel.
Yes.
How do they go about to get involved in Keffel, Natasha?
I think that might be something Tarryn can answer through the school.
Sorry. So basically the process starts now with this term with my current Year 10s who are interested in the program, and they actually apply to be in the program. We kind of put them in a little bit of a trial process, which allows them to attend the Year 10 camp out at Yeehaw Trail Ride, so they get a bit of a taste of the things that we do in Keffel. And from that, they're interviewed by a panel which has Natasha, myself, a couple of the KTI lecturers and tutors there, and we interview them about why they want to be in the program and where they're heading. So students and the kids definitely have to have a educational and a career pathway in mind, and they have to be working towards that to be included in the program. From there, we either put them on probation if there's areas that they need to improve on for the end of the year, or they get straight into the program, or unfortunately, if they're not the right student or the right fit for the program, then they obviously are not accepted. So the spots are limited. I can only take a certain amount, obviously, each year. And it's going to be an exciting process this year because it's my first time doing that whole process myself, and I know that there's a lot of kids that are keen. And
yeah, well, we wish you all the best with that. Very hard, you've turned it into something really fantastic, the Keffel program, and lots of people want to be involved in it. We thank you, ladies, for coming in and giving us an update about Keffel. If you'd like to be involved in Keffel, then we definitely recommend that you talk to Tarryn at the school, Tarryn Elders at the school, and otherwise get in contact with Kimberley Group Training as well. Find out a little bit more information. Natasha, fire off that phone number for Kimberley Group Training.
It's 9168 3808.
9168 3808. That's the phone number for Kimberley Group Training. They do a brilliant job, not only in Kununurra, but all around the Kimberley. And if you're looking for some work, go and give Kimberley Group Training have a bit of a chat with them, and they'll put you on the right path. Always a pleasure, ladies. Thanks very much for coming in. I hope you enjoyed the ACDC at the start, and I hope you enjoyed this one. This a little bit of Jessica Malboy and Girls Just Want to Have Fun. Is that true? Do girls just want to have
Absolutely.
fun?
Absolutely, Scotty.
Thanks very much for telling us all about Keffel right here on Warrangary Radio. The Brekkie Show with Scotty.
If you're looking for a career that can take you places, or if you want to take the hassle out of employing an apprentice or trainee, contact Kimberley Group Training, your pathway to success, 9168 3808, or visit our website www.kimberleygroup.com.au. kgt.org.au or follow us on Facebook.